Hi friends, welcome back. This is part 2 of crocheting a Highland cow. So if this is the first video you're seeing, please check out this video up here to crochet the first part and then come back to this video when you're done. In this part, we will be crocheting the ears, horns, nose. We'll sew everything together and then we will crochet the hair using the first stitch. The materials and abbreviations and skills you'll need to know are in the description like in the previous video, so take a look at that before getting started. As always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'd be happy to help you out. And please like this video and subscribe for more crochet tutorials and videos. And with all of that, let's finish our Highland cow. Grab your hooks so we can get crocheting. Start with a magic ring and put 6 single crochet into it. For round 2, we're going to follow the pattern single crochet and then an increase, and we'll do it 3 times for a total of 9 stitches when we're done. For the next 3 rounds, single crochet around, and you'll have 9 stitches at the end of each round. We're going to fasten off and cut a long tail for sewing. And now we're going to fold the bottom of the ear and make like a U shape on the bottom, and we'll take our end and sew that in place. You'll make 2 horns. Start by making a magic ring and putting 6 single crochet into it. For the next 2 rounds, just put 6 single crochet in each round. Fasten off and cut a long tail for sewing. I accidentally cut a short tail, so just make sure you cut a long tail. Now for the nose. Start by chaining 5. And in the second chain from our hook, we'll start round 1. In the first stitch, put an increase. And in the next 2 stitches, put single crochets. In the last chain, put an increase. And then on the first chain on the other side, put another increase. So we're now working on the other side of our chain. Do 2 separate single crochet. And then in the last chain, put 1 more increase. Fasten off and cut a long tail for sewing. It's time to sew the nose to the head. I'll be using sewing yarn because I accidentally cut a tail too short, but you should have a long sewing tail. Sew the nose between rounds 7 through 10 and place it evenly between the eyes. There should be about 1 stitch in between the nose and the eye. So just sew as evenly as you can. Come back when you're done. All right, now that you have weaved in all of your ends, this is what your nose should look like. Now it's time to sew the ears. Using the long tail that you had cut, sew your ears between rounds 6 through 9, 4 stitches away from the eyes. Do this on both ears and come back when you're finished. It's time to sew the horns. Sew the horns right next to the ear. I accidentally, again, cut too short of a tail, so I'll be using sewing yarn, but just sew them in line horizontally with the ears and sew them just 1 stitch, like the next stitch to the ears. Come back when you finish. It's time to do the first stitch. So a first stitch is chain 6 and then you'll slip stitch into the next stitch. We will spiral starting at round 4 and headed towards the magic ring in the center. Now, the best part about the first stitch is it doesn't have to be exact. So if you want to go up around when you do your slip stitch or you want to go 2 stitches over, it's very forgiving, so you won't really notice. So we're going to take our color B yarn, make a slip knot, and put it on our hook. and pull it through the head. So chain 6. All right, and then we will slip stitch into the next stitch. Now you can go into the next stitch in round 4. You can go into round 3 if you'd like, and you do not have to go in every single stitch. That's the best thing about the first stitch. It can be completely random if you'd like it to. It is not perfect. All right, once you slip stitch into the next stitch that you want to slip stitch in, just repeat this over and over until you get to the horns and then go around the horns, and then you'll spiral inward towards the magic ring. And I'll come back in a second to show you the progress. All right, I did a little bit of crocheting off camera, so I've got a bit more done. I'm still going in a spiral towards the magic ring round, and I will show you. Just keep doing the first stitch. It doesn't have to be in the very next stitch, and you can alternate between going from the next round up or the next stitch, and it really doesn't matter. You don't have to go in every stitch. Just do as many as you'd like. If you want more fur, you can do every single stitch. If you want less fur, you can skip 1 to 2 stitches between each fur stitch. So this is what it should be looking like. And now this is the final in the magic ring stitch. I'm going to fasten off and cut somewhat of a tail so that I can weave it in. And then I'm going to fluff out the hair. This is what it should look like. I'm going to weave it through the head to my starting end. And then I'm going to tie those together just to secure it so that it won't come undone on accident. I'll weave in those 2 ends and that will be it. And this is what your Highland cow head should look like. Super cute, super fluffy. Of course, if you want the first stitch on the back of the head, you can do that too. But now we're going to sew the head to the body. Using your head tail, I'll be using sewing yarn, but using your head tail, sew your head to the body, the stitches will match up. Again, this whole tutorial, I just cut my tails too short, so I had to keep using sewing yarn. So just cut the tails I tell you to. And this is what he should look like. Oh my goodness, he's just so cute. And that's it. You just finished crocheting your mini Highland cow. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more crochet tutorials. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.